Good day, Geoffrey Howells Carpet Cleaning. We're at the Creek Apartments today, and what we're going to be doing is just a routine cleaning as the tenants leave. I just come through here and clean all the apartments up. In fact, I've probably done all of the apartments in this complex. But as you can see, this right here is probably the most soiled area just because it's a traffic spot, so we'll use our traffic pre-spray in these areas. Obviously in here a little bit. We'll take a quick look down here in the hallway, see what's going on. Bedroom looks standard. So yeah, they all pretty much have the same floor plan, so there's no big surprises except for things that get spilled and motorcycles that get changed and worked on in the front room. But we don't got that going on, so this looks pretty standard. So, plan of action, we're going to take our Kirby here, and we're going to go ahead and pre-vacuum everything thoroughly. We'll put down our pre-spray. We got our pre-spray here. I got a couple jugs made up. Unfortunately, our electric sprayer took a dive. I got to get some repair work done on it. So we're going to use this garden pump-up sprayer. Does the same thing as the electric, except that it takes a lot more manpower to actually operate that thing. So we're going to spray it down, use our carpet rake, agitate it into the carpeting. As it's dwelling and sitting there, we're going to go ahead and hook up our truck, bring the hoses up, prep it, get it ready to go. By that time, the carpeting should have at least 20-30 minutes to dwell. Good to go, and we're going to go ahead and extract this place and make it look like new. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Okay, for those of you who may be new to the whole pre-vacuum situation that we go through here, what I'd like to point out a couple things. The ultimate level for a carpet clean or for a vacuum cleaner to be at any given point is to set it properly. We are going to raise this to the maximum height, and then we're going to turn our machine on. It's going to get pretty loud, but then we're going to start lowering it click by click until we hear the brushes make contact with the carpeting. It's an audible difference that you hear, obviously, because it's hitting the carpeting. And then when you reach that point, you go one more click down, and that is the ultimate, most optimal position for the vacuum cleaner head to be resting on the carpeting, to generate enough airflow to pick all of the debris and whatever else might be hiding in this shag-like carpeting. Typically you've got commercial grade carpeting in these apartments. These actually look pretty residential, so obviously they're trying to take a step up from the traditional commercial grade apartment carpeting. They got some pretty nice stuff in here, so that is the reason why these carpetings in these units usually go through about 2 or 3 tenants before they actually strip them out and replace them, which is probably, saves money in the long run, because then they're not having to throw down new commercial carpeting between every single tenant that comes in and out of here. So residential carpeting holds up much better than commercial carpeting. It is much more stain resistant. You can get stains out of residential carpeting a lot better than you can out of commercial carpeting, and they don't the residential carpeting generally doesn't have or show the wear patterns as quickly as commercial carpeting tends to do. So we'll just go along from here. Let me turn this on and see if I can it might be a little bit too noisy for our use here, but I'll go ahead and turn this on. Now, as you can hear, that motor is free moving right now. There's no resistance against the backing of against the carpeting, so the brushes are up high, and we're going to begin lowering them. So the first click You just heard it hit the carpet on that first click. And to hit that sweet spot, we're going to go down one more. And that's where we're going to vacuum the carpeting at. There's plenty of airflow. It's keeping resistance off our, too much resistance off our belt, so we're not going to burn anything up. And it will sufficiently pick up everything out of the carpeting. We just got to go over it slowly. Carpeting can hold up to 1 pound of debris per foot for the most part. It's kind of amazing, but I've seen it many times. So we're gonna go through. A typical vacuum needs about 7 passes in order to thoroughly vacuum up the area. So we're just gonna take it good and slow. Part of this is because we're wanting to get as much debris out of the carpeting as possible so that our cleaning actually has a better effect. If there's too much soil in the carpeting, it really hinders the pre-spray that we put down. It just kind of oversaturates it. So we're into quality, and we're going to do a quality job. When I've got time, I like to do a thorough pre-vacuum just for the sake of looking at how much debris I can actually get out of the carpeting. I know that many times the carpeting is extremely, what's the word am I looking for? Extremely deceiving, because there's a lot more debris that actually accumulates on what you see. Going through this 2-bedroom apartment, I've actually filled our Kirby bag up to probably about here, and you can see that black line is the fill line. So I've probably filled this bag up about 65-75% of the way just by going through here. Obviously, I know that the majority of the traffic came right in through the door here, and usually comes right around here to the kitchen area. Granted, sometimes, you know, it goes down the hallway into the bedrooms, but the majority of it is right, as you can see here. So I like to do, whenever possible, just do a thorough vacuum, because I'm really just pulling out all kinds of dust and debris out of the carpeting. And due to the suction, the debris that comes out actually comes out a lot more compact and pressed in that bag than in a canister vacuum. It all just kind of floats around in a plastic cylinder and gets whipped around by the air and everything, so it's not very compressed or packed or anything. So sometimes those cylinders look like they're picking up a lot more debris out of the carpeting than what they really are. And a lot of times, a lot of the debris is kind of fluff and you know, little shreds of the carpeting that are actually becoming detached and just kind of floating around there. So when you start talking about allergens and stuff floating around and things that you could possibly breathe in, loose carpet fibers caused by inexpensive carpeting can become an allergen. It's probably not good to be breathing that stuff in on a regular basis, just because you get all that hair and debris and fibers and stuff stuck in your lungs, and that causes you to cough, and who knows what kind of respiratory issues that will eventually lead to. I can't imagine that having synthetic products such as plastic and polyester and other such fibers in your lungs is a good thing, but you know, thorough vacuuming here and there cuts back on that immensely. Alright, to show you what we're going to do here, try to hold this steady as possible. I'm going to take our pre-spray solution that I have here. We're going to take it and we're just going to generously spray it around, pre-spray the area. Then we're going to use our carpet rake here, and we're going to gently agitate it into the carpeting fibers simply by taking this and pushing it across the carpeting. What that does is that evenly disperses all of our carpet solution into the carpeting, but it also creates a little bit of agitation so that the pre-spray solution is able to emulsify and break down debris that are in the carpeting. And then as it is sitting and dwelling there, we'll hook up the truck, bring our hose in, and it will be ready to go to do a quick steam clean through here, and the place should look as beautiful as ever. And we'll go right along and monitor our progress and show you what our final results are here. Alright, we've just gone through. We've completed our pre-spray in all of the rooms, and we've taken our carpet rake and we've raked out all the carpeting. So as the carpeting sits here and dwells with the pre-spray in the carpeting, we're going to go ahead and hook our truck up, bring the hoses in, and they'll be good to go. Okay, you might be able to hear the truck running out there. We got our hoses coming through. We are going right into the back bedroom. We always take our hose to that back corner, the furthest most part of the house. We work our way out, so it'll be this bedroom, the bedroom here, this little hallway, and we'll come back to this dining room area, work our way out, and obviously clean on here and work our way right out the door. That is our plan. Always stick to the plan. Get the job done. You don't want to be second guessing yourself, wasting time doing this and that and changing things up. After a while it becomes first instinct. You just go with your gut feeling and you stick with it. If you got issues going along the way, then you deal with them as you come across them. I did see a little bit of candy out there, but I'm hoping that our hot water will just be able to melt it. Looks like we might have some gum or something there. That there's most likely food or grease or something, so I'm not going to even mess with that until we come to it. And in here we've got this little green thing that might be ink, but first we're just going to rinse it, see what happens, and if we need to treat it with something, we'll do that at the end, because we use a product that doesn't leave any residue, and we'll just dab it on out of there, transfer that ink into a terry cloth towel if we need to. So that's it. That's the game plan. We're going to go right along, and I'll show you our finished product. Alright, I have no idea what that green stuff was. I thought it might have been ink, but after blasting it with 225 degree hot water, very much it can stand up to that, especially if it's like tacky candy, food, or something that's spilled there. The hot water just emulsifies it and breaks it down and sucks it all up. If we're going right along here, things look beautiful. And we even did the same thing in the closet. There was like some orange sticky candy. We just melted it and sucked it right up, no problem. And I'm hoping the same will be true with that spot in the front room that I showed you just a minute ago. That should come right out. And I will keep showing you a little bit of progress as we move along, as I think it deserves to be pointed out. But by the time we're done here, the carpeting should look brand new and ready to move right on in with the next tenants. Alright, this is bedroom 1, steam cleaned and completely raked out, ready to go. And we've got bedroom number 2, or the master bedroom. All steam cleaned, raked out, ready to go. And there's a little hallway, all raked out, steam cleaned, ready to go. And our dining room, all raked out, steam cleaned, raked, ready to go. With our carpet rake here. Now we just got rake out the family room area, and we'll be golden. Alright, and here's our family room area. It's been all steam cleaned, raked, ready to go. The place looks marvelous, ready for the new tenants to move in, and I hope they enjoy their brand new fresh carpets. This is Geoffrey, Howells Carpet Cleaning. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and leave them in the section below, and I will be sure to answer all of them personally myself as soon as possible. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.